Hey, all right, I'm live. Welcome, everybody. Let's just get my computer running so that I can see the chat. Let's turn on the light. All right, got some light here. Now, we just did a painting on this black glitter paper. So let's try a different kind of paper for this next painting. If you want to see what happened with the black glitter paper, you can check out yesterday's live stream. And I need to finish, I need to post that painting that I just finished. The one with the spider and the bird. I'm going to post that at some point. This is a pretty paper. Yeah. Let's use I feel like using a regular piece though. I feel like I've been looking at this glitter paper. Let's use this regular piece of it's got a texture on it, but it has no glitter. So it's kind of refreshing without glitter. And this little guy, this is like my son was playing, I think it's a Roblox game. Maybe? Not sure how to put this so that we can see it. Maybe just like that. Maybe we'll just do a little, try to paint this. Kind of trompe-l'oeil. Yeah, let's try that out. Let's try to do a little trompe-l'oeil painting. All right, let's see what we can do here. With the car, we'll figure out where to put the car after. Okay, so. All right, I see some yellow. This yellow looks really, really close to the yellow that this toy is. Oh, right. I need to put this on so I can see what's happening in the chat. All right, Krishna, hello. Abdu, hello. Cosmic Findings, what's the idea? I am UZB. I don't know what that means. Okay, is my stream working? Okay. Is my stream working? Yes, your stream is working. Okay. The idea is to look at this object and to paint it realistically. That's the whole idea, is to capture what my eyes are seeing on the paper. And I don't know what the point of that is at the moment, but I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to figure out what direction to go in after I paint this object where it's going. My only concern at the moment is to oh, hold on a second. All right. Um, Hello, Bihara. Bihara. Welcome, everybody. My name's Melodie Provenzano, and I am going to paint this toy as realistically as I can. And I'm working on this kind of paper that has like a little weave texture to it. It's kind of interesting. So I'm going to need to put a little bit of gray in here. I have some gray. This gray might be a little too dark. We'll see. It's kind of like, it is a bit dark, especially for where it's going to go over the white here. So I'm going to put a little white, mix a little white in with the gray to get this little edge. Could be a little darker. Let's go back to the yellow and blocking this guy's, this little, I think it might be a cat. At one point in time, my son loved this game, and that's why he got this toy. All right, this color kind of looks like the brim color of the hat. Ooh. Yeah. That is looking like the brim. I'm looking at the rim of the hat here. All right, close enough for now. Let's get some gray, light gray, to kind of mark the edge of his head. And the shadow under his hat here. Whoa. When I go, whoa, that means like the paint is doing something I didn't really intend. About that big. Looks like it's about that big. This little cute little ball of a head. Well, the shadow looks like it's got some blue in it. So let's add some blue to my gray. And we'll go right up here and drop in. It's not the right blue. I didn't pick the right blue. I should have more of a ultramarine blue. Let's get some ultramarine in there. That's better. Still not quite the right blue. Let's get a little more ultramarine. And how about some gray? Let's see what this color looks like. That's nice. That looks good. Need more brownish color in here. Hi, Kuna Arts Studio. Hi. These are acrylic paints. Some of them are golden. Some of them are golden. Some of them are like hobby paints. Some of them are flash. Really a mixture of all kinds of paints. But they're all acrylic. I really love painting from direct observation. So I'm just looking at this toy. And I'm basically getting in the flow of the elements of design. Not so much about like what it is I'm painting, but what it looks like. So like I see yellow, so I'm going for yellow here. Need this orangish color. Bring this a little closer. I like these little pockets here, little shape of these little pockets. And then there's a zipper, this zipper, that's cool. Should use a slightly better brush to get in there with that. Oh, I see that the chat on the phone is right in the way of the image. So I'm going to try to move this up a little bit so that you can see what's happening better. Maybe I'll put no, then I'd have to, I was thinking of moving the paint down, but there, that's probably better, right? Okay. It's a little more difficult for me because I don't have my, I don't have my face right over it, like sort of, it was much easier to have it closer, but we'll go with that for now. We'll just adjust. Now I see more of the underside of the toy, which is kind of cool. Like, I'm gonna have to adjust these colors, but for the time being, this will work to lay out the design here. So there's no shadow on this. Light is coming this way. All right, let's lighten up the shadow a bit. Whoa, did I lighten it up too much? Ooh, I love this. I love this. Love this brown. Get the black. Oh dear. I think I better move these. Yeah, look at my little box of gems. Maybe we'll put some gems in this painting a little tomorrow or at some point. Right now, we're just focusing on this little guy. Okay. Let's see. It's been 19 minutes. This is how far I got in 19 minutes. Is anybody else making art right now out there in the world? I usually come, well, this week I've been going live at 12:30, but today I had to come 12:30 my time, Central Time. I'm in Tennessee, the state of Tennessee. Today I have plans where I'm going to go to a nursing home and help people celebrate the holidays. So I came on earlier. Yeah, let's get this bottom of this. I think I need a different brush. So maybe he's going to be a little bit longer. Maybe his bottom's going to come out this further. Let's zoom in. And let's go like this so we can see better. There we go. Let's try that. Maybe I need a GoPro that I can put on my head so that y'all can see the exact angle that I'm painting this at. So I can see the bottom of this figure. Whoa. And I know that you cannot. Yeesh, a lot of black on my brush right now. Whoa. Okay, so because I moved him, mm, let's get, I don't want it to be that as dark as the black. Mix this into this brown color here. Okay. All right, now you can't see any of my paints. Hmm. Using this textured paper is quite interesting. Let's get some more shadow in there so it starts to. Actually, let's draw his little hand first. That little hand in there so we can draw the shadow around it. So we can paint the shadow around it. Okay, here we go. Comes around. See, it comes like to the middle of this guy's foot here. All right, that's where his hand goes. So now I can fill in some shadow. Get the right bluish, grayish color. It's gonna come like this. This little hand. See if I can darken this a bit. And then this shadow comes all the way down here. And down. This part you guys can't see. It's underneath. I'm looking this way. You guys are looking this way. So until I figure out how to stream a video that gives you and me the same angle, it's going to look a little different than what you're seeing directly. But I feel like it's close enough. A little bit of shadow on this guy's face. A little round head. Get that edge of his round head placed in. I like to lift off the paint from the edge. If like the edge is not quite smooth, then you can kind of like smooth it with the edge of your brush. There. I'm on a 365-day art quest where I'm sharing my private practice with the public online. And then I'm actually on like day 198 or 99. I'm not sure. I have to look at my live streams to see what day I'm actually on. What was that? What happened there? When did that happen? Zoom in. When did that happen? Huh. That's 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 supposed to be paper and it's supposed to be white. I'm not sure how that happened. Huh. Let's see if I take some water on my brush here. Let's see if we can get that off. I don't know. Doesn't look like it's coming off. I need like a nice clean rag. Oh no. Chaos. I don't want to wipe too hard because it'll destroy the paper. All right, well, I'll just have to cover that up with white paint. Like this. Ooh, look how much brighter the paint is compared to the paper. You can see I already messed up the texture of the paper by rubbing it. So that's something, there's a piece of the paper. Something to know. Be careful when you're working on paper. It's not as durable or as forgiving as like canvas, say, where you could rub the canvas and you're not gonna like rub a hole through it, like I just started to do with this, getting my rag out and wiping on it. That was kind of dumb. This is acrylic paint. kind of textured paper. This paper has sort of a weave pattern on it. What do you think? Does this guy need a face or what? We'll get there. We'll get to the face. I need to get this other hand drawn in first. And some more of the shadow. So let's see. This is his arm. I'm going to draw the edge of his arm. Okay. Comes down. That. Look at this negative space in here, what that shape looks like. Right in there. And now look at the positive form of the hand. Comes out like this. Very round with like a little notch cut out of it right here. It's got some orangish glow in it. It's kind of glowing. And then there's the sleeve. Right here is the sleeve. Let's fill that in. And then the bottom little edge of the sleeve. Really fine line right there. Finer than what I just painted. I'll put a little water in my brush, try and get the line to be a little finer over here. Yeah, that's good. It's a little finer. Could be a little darker still. It's more yellow. Find this edge of the sleeve a little bit better. Comes down, there's a highlight. This highlights are so important. Highlights really make form. Boop, there, like, and then let's put the highlight here. Yeah, there's a highlight here. I got to finish coloring in this arm. Let's work on the shadow a bit, because without the shadow, it's just floating in space, and it doesn't have any like realness to it without a shadow. You can trick the eye when you add the shadow. And I like magic tricks. I like visual tricks. I like trompe l'oeil a lot. When I lived in New York City, I saw this art show at the James Cohen Gallery, and an artist had painted sand, trompe l'oeil sand, on the canvas with like little bits and pieces of stuff that you would see in the sand at the beach. And it was really amazing. It was really awesome. It was so much fun to look at. It was like right up my alley. She deals a lot with the surface of things. There's like because I have a very bright light here, and then I have all these lights in the ceiling as well. There's like, I see like 3 shadows on this object. The way I'm using the acrylic paint on the shadow right at this very moment is almost like watercolor. A lot of water in it. It needs to come out even further, like out here. Seems like it comes all the way out here. Yeah, it seems bigger to me. So I'm gonna make it bigger. Let's get the mouth. Let's paint that cute little pink mouth. Let's make some pink. Okay, here's some white right here. And here's a little tiny bit of red. Let me get a little tiny touch of red on the tip of my brush, see? And I'm gonna keep adding the white into it until I get, yeah, nice. That looks good. So it's about right here. Now, what's gonna be happening in this scene? Oh yeah, the car. He has a car. There's a car. See? There's a car. Everyone is so quiet in the chat. I'm gonna like my own video. Why not? I just liked it. I just liked my own video. You know, as an artist, you really have to promote yourself. You have to get your artwork out there. Like, I thought that like being an artist was really special and that like somebody would recognize that. But really, nobody can recognize that you're special unless you share with them what you're doing. So, if there's any like artist out there who's shy but really wants to share their artwork, I encourage you to do it. Oh, I need more yellow. Oh, I was thinking about painting this guy too. Look at this guy. Look at this. Isn't that wild looking? Look at, if you look through it. Yeah, this guy's pretty wild. Hey, Omizu! It's a quiet morning here. You're the first to chat in a long time. I'm just doing a little direct observation painting here. How are you today, Omizu? Let's see how this color is. Oh, it's not quite right. Working, good. I had to come on earlier today than my normal time this week. I was coming on at 12:30. I'm going to go to a nursing home with my mother-in-law to celebrate Christmas with the patients there. We have a friend who's in the nursing home. So, got to do that today. This is one of my son's toys. He hasn't played with it in a long time. And it's in my studio. It's been in my studio for a while, so I thought this is cool. I'll paint it. I think it's called Cat Kid. Cat Kid something. It's like a tower defense kind of game, I think. Oh, let's see what you have said here. Every time I think, Omizu says, every time I think I'm done with the cover, the art publishers at cover art, the publisher keeps hitting me up for something about the cover. Oh, wow. Really? So you're not done with it yet. How many times can you do that back and forth? I wonder. Like, is there a set? Like, okay, you can make that they can make like so many corrections to it, and then like that's it, or is it just like they can just keep asking you on and on for corrections, or for adjustments rather, not necessarily corrections. I don't know how that works. Oh, I see this shadow down here. Oh, good. They're minor adjustments. That's good. Oh, I see, like the technical difficulties if you've merged all the layers into one, but they want you to change something from a layer. Yeah. All right. I'm going to add some eyes to this at some point. Yeah, right. Right. Oh, Mizu, I hear you. Yeah. Like, would it be helpful to have like the project saved in various stages, like real organized, like so that I don't know. Maybe you already have it all saved at the various stages, like before you merge the layers. Be like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna save this unmerged file in this drive here. Like maybe have like a separate drive or something. I wish I had asked someone before I started this live stream what this figurine was again, because I used to know. I cannot remember. You could really get lost in all of these shadows here. There's multiple shadows happening. Oh, yeah. You learned your lesson the hard way, right? The hard way. All right, let's put um put some fine tuning. I got my really maybe that's how that happened. Maybe my brush rolled on top of the paper. Yeah, I just messed up my paper again. I hate that. My brush rolled on there. This time I'm not wetting it. I'm just gonna wipe it, and then I'm just gonna paint over it with white paint because I saw how the paper like didn't like me getting it wet and wiping it. So um, yeah, gonna use white to go over the blemish spots. Now I'm probably gonna put my hand in this paint here. Or whatever, maybe I'll even I'm gonna put other things in this painting. Just gotta figure it out what this painting is all about because at the moment I don't really know. Sometimes I like to start a painting without any idea of where it's gonna go, like kind of add to it. And since this is a little painting, it's like I can really take liberties and experiment. All right, his eyes, his little eyes are really, maybe I want to draw the black around his mouth first. The positioning I'm in, I want to kind of like, look at this. I would have to get over like this and block the whole screen with my head. But the way the camera is set up doesn't give me the best angle to work, but I need to figure that out. I need to figure out my setup better. Woo! I don't want to mess this up. These like details, these are the really, really fun parts. Yeah, I see the line needs to be a little thicker. Ah! Let's. Ah! Oop. All right, eyeballs. Tiny brush crew. Takes a tiny brush. I'll darken it up eventually. This is the exciting part. This is when the object really gets some soul. You get a window into its brain through the face, as if the little object has a brain. All right, now let's darken it up. Uh, Good. All right. Need to get more shadow on his face. Let's try this color. Need some of that blue. I need to mix the perfect like bluish gray for this painting because I don't have one in my palette, but kind of being a little bit lazy, I guess. I'm not doing it. All right, I need to darken this collar. Add a little yellow to it. Oh, you can't see, I'm doing some color mixing here. Okay. That's too light. Get some highlight on that hat. Ooh, I see a opportunity to put a very dark shadow in here, right in there. So I'm gonna go crazy, and even though it's not quite black, I'm gonna go ahead and put my black in there, right in there. Woo! I'll put it over here too. All right, now this is drying up a little bit, so I'm going to put my water that I have in this spray bottle that I recycled from COVID days. Now it just has water in it. And I just sprayed a little water on that paint because it was starting to dry up a bit. And I'm going to need it. I'm going to need this color right now to draw these pockets in. Oh yeah, and the zipper. I drew this in before, but it just disappeared. Got painted over, I guess. It's like a curve. The way I'm seeing it is there's this little curve. So I think I'm going to add some yellow in here to get this curve. These little subtle these little subtle I want to say, I could just say subtleties, these little subtleties. All right, here we go. I'm going to add this little curve that I see, this little subtle curve right here. Makes all the difference, you know? For me, it does. Not for everybody. Let's zoom in a little bit again. I like this zooming in and out stuff. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Let's get some more yellow. Now, I didn't even mix this yellow today. I had this yellow mixed for a banana or something, and it just happens to work really well for this little action figure. All right, well, I am going to have to finish this later or tomorrow. So tomorrow's Friday. Oh boy. Tomorrow's a busy day here in Tennessee for me because my son has his school party in the morning, and then he and a couple of his friends are going to come over and they're going to spend the night tomorrow. And so I think I'll try to come back on tomorrow at 12:30 Central Time. will do my best. And then we can really, really fine tune this thing quickly, hopefully. And then add more. See what else we can add to this painting to make it have a purpose other than just be a kind of exercise in making things look real. Although that's practice, practice. This is my art practice. This is what I do. Like, I'm sharing with viewers what I do. This is it. You're looking at it. So thanks for joining me on my art quest here today. Umizu, yes, sleepovers with twins. There'll be my son and twins, and they're really cute too. They're all really nice boys, and they'll spend a lot of their time on going between VR headset, iPad, and the computer, the PC. So they've got like 3 gaming options, and they'll lock in for a while doing that. Hopefully we'll get to play some Uno this weekend, tomorrow, and anyway, but hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll see where this weird idea I had to paint this toy takes us. Omizu, you have a great day at work. Maybe I'll catch you later on the live stream. Maybe you'll be streaming later. All right. Thank you so much, Omizu. You have a wonderful day too. Peace, everybody. Bye.